Whoa.
Hi from us and the cat meowing as he runs out of the room. Welcome back once again to Wheel Takes, a podcast about the Wheel of Time, a series of fantasy novels written by Robert Jordan and completed by Brandon Sanderson. I'm Gus, and I read all of them.
And I am on a first-time reader. I'm on a first-time reader.
You are a first-time reader.
I am a first-time reader.
A sleepy one, not because of the chapters, just because of everything else.
I'm on book 11.
Yes?
Chapter 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big one.
A big chap.
This podcast only contains spoilers for stuff Allie's already read, which again today is everything up to and including Knife of Dreams, Chapter 20, which is called what, Allie?
The Golden Crane.
The Golden Crane. We've got a couple of patrons to say thank you to. We're almost caught up. We're getting there. So let's do that. First things first, thanks for jumping up. Most of these patrons, by the way, are people who pledged or increased their pledges for the Moiraine is alive chap.
I see why.
So that's where we're up to. Thanks for jumping up to a pint, Ricky E.
Ricky E, just like a... the cat scratching in the corner. Just like a fluffy in spirit.
Yes.
Toe bean.
Like cats have toe beans? Aww.
Oh, it's like a fluffy toe bean. You are so cute. You're just precious. Everybody loves you. What's it like to win at being the best? You're also like so padded in that you are protected from the world by everyone around you because they just love you so much. And they want the best for you. Everyone around you wants the best for you. And you're also, you know when to toe the line. And for that, we thank you. And thanks for being a part of this community.
Thanks for jumping up to a pint, Jonathan H.
Jonathan H. Just like a humorous balance beam.
I was going to say you could do humorous.
Damn it. Let's go back.
You still can.
A humorous.
The bone.
I like it.
Yeah.
A humorous.
Which one is the humorous? Is that in the arm?
Well, the radius and the ulnar and the arm. I think it's the...
Upper arm.
It is the upper
it's this
arm.
one.
It's the humerus and there's the radius and the ulna.
Yes.
And then there's the one that Arnold Schwarzenegger broke, the femur.
He broke his femur?
Yes.
Whoa, bad.
Isn't that while tripping over a ski pole, I think? I know. And then there's the tibia and the fibula.
Yes?
Look at me. I can't do math, but I can do bio.
Yeah, tibia and the fibula.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
And then the fingers, you have the phalanges.
You did take you took a class in this in college, didn't you?
In anatomy? No.
You did anthropology, and they touched on a lot of this
anthropology.
stuff.
Well, yeah, that's how I know, like, how you can tell the difference between, like, male and female skeletons. And I know how you can, what?
No, I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Yeah. We're talking sex, not gender. Yeah.
And I can tell, different animals have, like, really cool, like, bones.
They do.
Mm-hmm. We had to look at a cat skeleton.
How sad.
Now, before you get sad, apparently they made a point to tell us that the cat had died of natural causes.
Still sad.
Still sad, but less sad. But it was fascinating because they really have like the tiniest little bones.
That's how they can squeeze through cracks in the wall.
That's why they're so liquid.
Charlie Day style.
Yeah, and jump so high and all this stuff. Their bones are like really tiny.
But back to Jonathan H., the humorous.
The humorous. You are integral to the structure of any event that you are a part of. You're one of those people where the event would just fall apart without you. You know how there are just some people who go through life and you're like, what do you even contribute? No one thinks that about you.
Yeah.
Not contribute to like the world, but contribute to like moments,
right.
You know? And you're also, no one has a bone to pick with you. You know, you're just one of those likable people that manages to remain largely uncontroversial, and that's amazing of you.
Pop off.
Yeah, pop off. And you're also why are you nodding your head at me?
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I'm really trying.
Yeah.
You're not calcified.
There you go.
You know, you don't stay stuck in one spot.
There you go.
You keep on moving, you keep on grooving, you keep on tackling new challenges, and for that we thank you, and thank you for being a part of this community.
Thanks for the pint, Cat from Australia.
Oh, we know Cat. Cat, just like a bouncing cat. Well, it's the misfortune of your name combined with the fact that Beaker just ran by.
He did.
Very noisily.
He did. We're not comparing you to Beaker. We wouldn't do that to any. We love our cat Beaker, but
we wouldn't compare anyone to Beaker because Beaker, respectfully and with all the love in my heart, is an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite thing is that we've been, and we will get to you, Cat, I promise, is that I've been dealing with some health stuff, which we might talk about in a little bit.
Yeah.
But one of our favorite bits is to start talking about the animals in generalizations, but then go, except Beaker. So, like, the animals have been really supportive of me during my illness, except Beaker.
Which is true.
Which is true.
But back to you, Cat.
Back to you, Cat. Just like a, what did I say?
Bouncing cat.
Bouncing cat. No, I said bouncing.
Bouncing?
Bouncing.
Bouncing.
Yeah.
Bouncing or bouncing?
Bouncing.
Bouncing.
Bouncing cat.
Bouncing.
How long can we say that before it loses its meaning?
About 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's, you know what? It took about 3 rounds of us doing that for it to not make sense anymore. So, Cat, just like a bouncing cat, you are always jumping for joy. You know, you bring joy to the people around you, but you also bring joy to yourself. And that's really important. We can't just be pouring into other people's buckets. We also have to be pouring into our own.
It's true.
You are really warm. Have you ever cuddled up with a cat?
I have.
You ever had the pleasure? Yeah, I know you have, because you've got
we
two.
have two.
I was also asking the general public as if they could answer.
You looked at me.
I know, because you're the only one here, but I was also asking them, but then I realized they can't answer me.
No.
But maybe they did on their own.
Nodding along in the car.
So...
Perhaps Cat nodded along in the car driving past a brush fire, which happened. I saw on her Twitter the other day. She started listening to our Eye of the World episodes, and she got 3 tweets into tweeting about them, and then was like, I just drove by a gigantic fucking fire.
Wow.
So Petey's here. Cat, you've summoned the animals.
The animals are here for you, Cat. What better honor could you possibly have? Petey, please.
Have a lie down, darling.
Oh,
or you could
stretch.
Play bow to Cat. That's fine.
Okay.
Cat, sorry.
Yeah, Petey just play bowed to you.
Yeah.
You didn't see it, but it happened.
Yeah.
But, you know, just like cats are warm when they're cuddled up to you, Cat, you are also warm-hearted. And that is so needed in this world right now. We all just need a warm-hearted person in our lives. And you're also integral to my mental health. My pets are integral to my mental health, but I also really enjoy your book TikToks. And I find them very adorable and peaceful. And your transitions are really good.
They are.
I really have been impressed. So for that, we thank you. And thank you for being a part of this community.
Thanks for the pint. Oole monster.
Oole monster. I like that.
One of the Palizans.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't interact with them as much, right? Because
you haven't read those.
Because I haven't read those. No. So that's fair. Well, just like a palatial. Sure.
Yeah.
Does Malazan take place in a desert?
Parts of it do.
It looks like it does on the cover.
Parts of it, yes, some of it does.
So we're going to say desert.
Listen, you could ask the question, does Malazan take place in and the answer is going to be yes. Almost whatever you say.
I feel like so many fantasy things, and I think we talked about this on Hot Nuance podcast, take place in deserts. Like, there's so many deserts.
Yeah, you can partially blame Frank Herbert.
The fixation that fantasy has on deserts cannot be understated.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of weird.
You can also
Does George R. R. Martin have a desert? I guess Dorne.
Yeah, well, kind of. There's deserty areas in Essos, I feel like.
And Dorne?
Yeah. I feel like you can blame Frank Herbert. You can also kind of blame the Bible.
We can blame the Bible for a lot of things.
Right?
I'm just kidding. Yeah. But okay, so what was I saying? Oh, palatial desert. You have a dry humor about you, which I really enjoy, people with like a dry humor. As someone who's less of a straight man, more of a wacky, inflatable arm man, I like somebody who's got like the wry wit. And you've got the wry wit in spades. You're very understanding.
Oh, come on.
I mostly just do these to make him do that. You're very understanding. In that, when people say stuff to you, you just get it. You just get it. Out in this world, we need someone who we can lean on. You're that person. And you're also, I've got it. You're also, this is so stupid, but this is where my brain is right now. Okay, Kwisatz, Haderachieve. Wait, no, I lost it. No, wait, I lost it. Hold on, wait.
It's a Dune reference.
Haderachieving your goals.
Oh my god. Kwisatz Haderachieving your goals?
Yes. He's horrified. He's looking at me all horrified.
I deliberately don't put the patron thank yous as episode titles. And I can't because this is the fucking Golden Crane episode. But Kwisatz Haderachieving your goals is the kind of thing where it's like, if you skipped the patron thank yous, as many do,
Do it anyway. Because it would be so funny because everyone would be like, what
the fuck?
You never said anything. I'd be like, oh, someone doesn't listen to the patron thanks.
This is a seminal chapter. This is like one of the chapters.
Well, Lan is also Kwisatz Haderachieving his goals. Please make it the episode title, unless I come up with something stupider than that.
You might. Continue, please.
There's
Sorry.
a whole episode to go.
We're 15 minutes, raw recording 15 minutes in, and we still have one more person to thank.
Who are they?
Well, you haven't finished with
I haven't.
Monster.
No, I have.
Okay, and thank you for being part of this community.
Wait, yeah, I say that.
And for that, we thank you.
And thank you for being a part of this community.
And last but not least for today, thanks for jumping up to a pint, Antonio B.
Antonio B, just like a...
By the way, Antonio, I love your picture on your Patreon.
I always have.
Isn't this great?
I always have. I don't know if that's you.
It's a great picture.
But it's a great picture. Because
anyway,
sometimes it is them and sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's not, yeah.
It's confusing about the internet.
None of my business. None of my fucking business what people look like.
They may or may not know what we look like. I've heard that it's surprising what we actually look like.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that the people think I'm brunette.
Huh.
I know.
Well, my favorite thing is
I've been every other hair color.
Antonio, I'm sorry. My favorite thing is that I always joke about how tiny and little and small and pocket-sized you are. And you're an average height person. Anyway, we've done this exact thing before. Let's keep going.
Fuck it. We're doing it live.
It's not live. It's recorded.
But
definitionally recorded.
It is.
Everything is by that definition. Everything is done by people who are alive, except AI.
That's an important distinction to make nowadays. Yes. Okay, just like a lovely ear. You've got the whole world in your hand. The whole world is your oyster. And I feel like there's nothing that's not possible for you.
Wait, we need to... Whorl, like WHORL, like the
whorls of your ear.
The shape of an ear?
Yeah. That was good.
That was very good. I'm appalled.
That was good.
Yeah, well, yeah. Really, continue.
Yeah, there's nothing you can't achieve when you put your mind to it. You're also a smart cookie, You've got really good, strongly developed lobes.
Continue.
Yeah.
I'm stone facing at her to not.
Do you get
laugh.
it?
Yes.
Get it?
Brain. Yes, I get it.
Your brain, but also your ear.
Yes.
There's many lobes.
Yes.
Yeah, they're strongly developed. You quick thinker, quick problem solver, and also, oh shoot, I had another one. You're also a Carta legend. And for that, we thank you. And thank you for being a part of this community.
And good job on Kwisatz Haderachieving your goals. All right.
So stupid.
Back to it.
Once I figured that one out, I was like, he's going to be so pissed.
People asked us if we did a Dune Takes Part 2. We watched it in theaters.
We still could.
We could. We might when it's available. I think we should, but you will know what's happening this time. Because we saw Dune in theaters.
I might not.
You might not.
I might have forgotten by then.
That's true.
Because as we know, and I guess this is a good segue, I'm not making memories.
That's true. So people, very, very kind people have reached out very understandably to inquire about various things we've, promised, like patron letters and the episode 8 episode and the episode 8 YouTube reaction. And all of those things are coming. They are.
Oh, yeah.
We promise.
I feel guilty about them every day.
None of this is like and we're fucking canceling it. Fuck you. None of that.
No.
But
we
it's
want
just
to get them out.
in the interest of totally transparent communication and everything.
Are you turning it over to me?
I don't know. It's kind of your bag.
I've been having some health stuff going on.
Yes.
We don't know what they are.
Yes.
I've just been experiencing some very intense fatigue and things that initially I had just dismissed as being a very bad fibro episode. But it's not going away.
Yeah.
And other weird and kind of scary things are happening.
And
a lot of words have been thrown out
and we're
of what they could be.
We're focusing kind of on figuring out what's going on with that. It's getting in the way of a lot of things right now. And we appreciate your patience.
Hopefully it is much ado about nothing. And it's just like a weird months-long fibro episode.
Yeah.
Which is still bad, but, fine. But yeah, we're figuring it out. And so, we don't want you to worry about us because we're worrying enough about us.
We got it.
Don't feel bad if you have reached out to ask. That is like
not
a
at all.
normal thing to do when something hasn't shown up for a while. We're taking it easy. We're taking it one day at a time. It may be that I feel well enough to get this stuff done. We're just kind of trying to go off of how I'm feeling. I will still be at JordanCon. I might be sleepy. And if I say something stupid, because I also have some really bad cognitive issues that are happening right now. If I say something stupid or I don't remember you, I feel bad about it already.
Right. And if you have a thought on what might be going on, I promise you we've already looked at it, or we are looking at it. So
yeah,
we appreciate all of your kindness and all of your kind thoughts. We're figuring it out.
Yep.
We'll get it figured out.
It's just that the healthcare system being what it is, sometimes figuring it out means we'll be waiting for
a month and a half
for results on stuff. So yeah, we're waiting to find out before we're pursuing further things.
Yes.
So yeah.
So there's that.
So anyway, thank you so much for your patience. We really do appreciate
Truly very much.
Appreciate it. And we do appreciate you all checking in with us.
Yes.
We just wanted to answer why no episode 8 yet. It's not because we don't love you or want to do it. We desperately do, and I think about it every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really excited for when it will be up.
Yes.
I just can't tell you right now because it's taking a lot of time and effort, and so I'm having to kind of start and stop a lot on things that are taking a lot of effort. It might take a second, and we appreciate your patience.
Yes.
And your thoughts.
Yes.
Anyway.
And that's a good, not actually a good segue at all. I'm just going to bluntly segue into, Allie, where did we leave off?
Where did we leave off? Fuck if I know.
Yeah, me neither. We left off with chapter...
Was it Rand?
It was Rand.
Okay,
it was
cool.
chapter 19, 20... Oh, that's how off the game we are. No, it's not. Chapter 19...
We're like halfway through the book.
We are over halfway.
I know.
Chapter
I saw
19.
that on Storygraph the other day. This podcast is brought to you by Storygraph.
It isn't.
Storygraph. There are graphs and there are stories.
That's true. Storygraph is a non-Amazon Goodreads alternative with more features that is updated and works better. Mm-hmm. We're not brought to you by it,
We
but
just
it is
like
fun.
it.
I like it. It's good. It's a good app. It's a good website. It's weird because I've noticed that sometimes we talk about things or books and then people read or use them.
That happens?
Yeah,
Oh, sick.
that happens. And it's really weird to me because
Like more than just the Wheel of Time?
yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
They
it's
tell
really
us about
strange.
it?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
It's very odd.
Well, not odd. It's cool.
I know, but I'm just kind of like, oh, wait a minute.
Odd's the wrong word.
Well,
That
unexpected.
makes it sound like they're weird.
No, it's
They're
not a them
weird for
thing.
doing
It's
that.
weird to me that people hear what I am interested in and then go, I should check that out. Okay, good for
Well,
you, I guess.
We historically have horrible taste.
Awful opinions, especially compared to the people who follow and listen to us. They are the least interested in what we do and have the least in common with us.
It's
famously. Hey,
What?
chapter 19 was vows, and it was the chapter where Loyal and Aerith got married.
Oh, I liked it.
And then chapter 20, Allie, is called the Golden Crane.
The Golden Crane. Okay.
And that's where we're gonna pick up. And do you have any notes?
No, because we did this live.
We did a lot. By the way, if you are interested in checking out our Patreon live reaction, it's still up. You can do what I like to call buying a movie ticket, where if you really want to see it, you can pledge at Pint and then go watch it and then immediately unpledge. I'm supposed to take them down after a week.
I say we don't. I think you've left quite a few of the old ones out.
There may be a couple. Chapter 20, The Golden Crane.
I do think we should put the Sex Igloo one up.
That one
so
should be
people can just
permanently
see
available.
it. Yeah, I think we should make that one
That
permanently
one should
available.
be permanently. Yeah, I'll make that one permanently available. That was the
Because that might be one of our best.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was good
That
fun.
was when you had to like chase me around with the webcam like we were on an episode of the Maury Show.
Yes, because you were too excited.
I was too excited.
Chapter 20, The Golden Crane, which is the only chapter we're doing this week because yeah.
Well, how do we follow this up? It's not fair to any of the
We're
other
gonna go from
chapters.
this to then talking about God knows what else. The next chapter is called Within the Stone. Okay, great. So
is that just what Nynaeve calls Bone and Lan?
well, she's not Bone and Lan. Lan is
Pegging
currently
Lan, I guess.
Lan is currently riding across the entire fucking country from Portland.
By riding, you mean being pegged across the
Yeah,
entire
sure.
country?
Yeah, from Portland, Oregon to Bangor, Maine.
Banger, man.
Yes. Allie,
Yeah.
what'd you think?
Okay, here's the thing. You were a big time gaslighter,
I was.
and I don't know if I trust you anymore
That's
in
fair.
our marriage because
I'm an actor.
you were so grumpy
I was
before we did the live stream.
because I like to throw you off.
You were like, ugh, I don't even know why they all requested this chapter. Like, he threw you all under the bus. You should be mad at him. No, he was playing it up, apparently per your instructions, which means I don't trust any of you either anymore. Because he was going, oh, I don't know why they want us to do this chapter. It's so like not like a non-entity chapter. Like, I don't want to do this because you're going to have to like find things to react to keep it interesting. And like, or like they're going to feel bad, you know, because my biggest fear is making anybody feel bad. So I was like, oh, okay, geez. I guess I'm going to have to kind of like hold down the fort on this one. And Gus was like grumping around being like, I don't want to do this one. Like, I just don't think it's that good of a chapter. I tried to tell him it's not that good of a chapter. La da 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 da. And I bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. You see, you're a very good actor.
Thank you, I try.
you know that?
If you're in the Los Angeles area this weekend, April 5th and 6th, you can see me acting in a play called Phoenix. Buy tickets in the description if you want.
Woo!
Yes, that was not intentional. She didn't give me that hook on purpose. I just
I
grabbed
did.
it.
No.
Continuing.
You're a very good actor. But so then I get in there. And the first chapter was that we listened to, right? Didn't we? The first half of the chapter was kind of like, huh.
Yeah.
Okay. And y'all have jokes for a long time about maybe having me react to a really boring chapter, like Elaine's Bath. We've talked about that for a long time.
Yes.
Which Elaine's Bath was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But, yeah. So I was kind of like, oh, maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're pranking me, you know? And I was kind of like, I mean, you know, it's not dull. It's just like not, live reactions tend to be big moments, So I was kind of like, oh, yeah. I'm reacting. And then it popped off. It popped off in a big way. It popped off in the way I wanted, because I think that Lan's whole "I'm going to die in the blight" is bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's stupid. It's toxic masculinity personified. It's bullshit, stupid bullshit.
And it's also trauma.
And what is trauma if not bullshit?
Well,
that life has thrown at you.
Yeah. It's imposed bullshit.
Yeah. It's bullshit you have borne.
Yeah.
Right? And then had maybe bad mental responses to.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I love everything about it. Because to me, what this is, because we had a discussion, because you were like, I didn't connect with this that hard the first time I read it. That is true.
The first time I read it, I went, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And why was that? You explained it to me. And then we had a really good discussion. You don't need to be worried. They won't get mad at you.
It's a cool chapter. I was kind of like, all right. So Nynaeve, supported her husband, I guess. That's good. Support your spouse. Absolutely. But she's done a lot of other cool shit that we haven't lost our shit about quite as much. So I don't know.
Well,
and then my initial thought.
You said that you were afraid at having a significant achievement a woman had being connected to a man's plotline, right? Was that a thing you said?
Yeah. Not afraid of it. I was like, it's not sort of, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah,
you worried about it.
Yeah.
You worried about it. And so I counter proposed that my thing about it that I love is we have this man in this determined state of toxic masculinity. And then all of a sudden this woman comes and is like, that's fucking dumb. We're not doing your stupid little bullshit masculinity toxicity game. In fact, I'm going to get one over on you, toxic masculinity, and I'm going to win a point for women.
Yeah.
And to that I say, well done, Robert. I like it.
It is very good, and I enjoyed it a lot more this time. Not that I didn't enjoy it the first time. The first time I was like, oh, this is cool. All right, next chapter. Whereas this time I was like, oh, I understand now why many people think that this is the best chapter.
It might be one of my favorite moments in the book.
It's phenomenal. It is. Yeah.
I'm going to withhold judgment until we find out how we rescue Moraine.
Sure. This is a high watermark for Robert, you're saying. This is for Jim. For Jim.
This is Jim.
Jim
is
Jim. Fucking crushing it today.
Yeah, no, it's not Robert today. This is Jim. Jim, see, here's the thing. This is a matriarchy, guys.
This is a matriarchy. This is a matriarchy. This bit is a matriarchy.
Finally, we found the matriarchy.
Yeah, we went, all right.
The matriarchy is in the room with us.
All right, you want to do your suicide mission? All right, cool. You're going to have an army.
I was like, more of this, less of Crown of Swords. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. It is a great, it's very good.
Yeah, I just also kind of dig Lan and Nynaeve's relationship.
I do too.
Yeah.
I wish we had seen more of it the past few books, because this part was great.
I know. This was perfect. No notes. I have, when Jim really puts... Nope.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to.
Nope.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
When he really, does it, he really does it.
His highs are very high.
The highs are very high with Jim.
Well, the one paragraph where Matt has nightmares after dreaming up cannons, for instance.
As a high?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. I definitely remember that happening.
Speaking of the health problem, there's this passage earlier in this book where he talks to Eludra, and he has nightmares night after night, and yeah.
Right. Yes. That was a very good chapter.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. You still don't remember it.
No, I do. I wish I remembered more of it than I do.
We'll find it. I'll pull it up.
Okay, good.
At some point.
Yeah, speaking of the health problems. But yeah.
Listen, you are Kwisatz Haderachieving. What was the rest of it? I forgot. Your goals. You are Kwisatz Haderachieving your goals. And if you skip the patron part, you don't know what that means.
Fuck you. No,
just kidding. We love you.
We get it.
Yeah.
No one gets skipping things more than me. Except for maybe Gus, because Gus watches things at a speed that I can't
TikToks.
handle.
I watch TikToks at 2x speed.
It's like the devil is speaking.
Well, I have 2 ears and only so much time.
So you have to hear the devil speaking?
No.
It's too fast.
It's like in Always Sunny where Charlie says, I just realized I have 2 ears, so I could listen to 2 things at the same time.
How does that not overstimulate you, though?
Because I don't have ADHD.
What's it like?
I don't know.
Is it nice? I feel like you know a piece I can never
Probably,
achieve.
yeah.
I can never Haderachieve.
Kwisatz Haderachieve. Kwisatz Haderachieved his goals. And that's
More like
there you go.
Haderachieving his goals.
Do you know how many people who I have never encountered online before pledged to listen to us to react to this chapter?
Really?
So many. Yeah.
Oh, because it's a banger chap.
It is a banger chap.
It's a banger chap. And I love that he's like, want to fuck one last time? And she's like, no. I was like, suspicious. And he was just like, okay, heard on that. And then she's like, no, you gotta go. Bye. And then she's like, I dumped you in Oregon.
Yeah.
Have fun at the Ashland Shakespeare Festival, motherfucker.
I would.
I'm going to plug the Ashland Shakespeare Festival. This
Shout out.
podcast is brought to you by the Ashland Shakespeare Festival.
Not.
It's a really good festival
It is.
for Shakespeare and other works. And also, I love it.
We're colossally overdue for ads, so we're going to take a really quick ad break.
How am I doing?
That we recorded that. Welcome back. We left that in on purpose.
He said good.
You did great. So, Allie, Chapter 20, The Golden Crane.
Yeah.
The first half of it, I don't fucking care about.
Great.
But we're gonna talk about it.
No!
The wind had died away.
I want to talk about the Golden Crane.
As the rain diminished, but gray clouds still hid the sun. The fine drizzle was enough to dampen Rand's What are you doing?
And then the Golden Crane
she's flipped.
skipped the pages.
Okay.
Oh, to the end?
No.
They're shooting the birds.
Yeah, they're shooting birds. They shoot some birds.
I think that's bullshit.
They might be They might be Kwisatz Haderachieving the Dark One's goals.
Wait, hold on. Corvus.
No, bail out. Two things, by the way, that we didn't talk about before that I feel important to mention. Brigitta's losing her memories. Relatable, yeah. But, like, she can only remember about 3 past lives, and she's sad.
Oh, no.
We didn't talk about that, but I do think we should mention it.
You should go through a doorway and talk to some friends.
Good. And the second thing...
Well, are they really banger past lives? Or are they the lame ones?
They were heroic, whatever they were.
Well, is every single one she does is heroic?
Yeah.
She doesn't have one, like, and I hung out in a farm and nothing happened?
Guess not. Although I feel like the horn should, like, allow her to spin out occasionally and just be like, yeah, I was rich, I had a cat, and I fucked a lot.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. I think they should be allowed to every now and again just spin out and just ball out of control for a little bit.
Yeah, because, I mean, heroic kind of implies you die in a nasty way.
It often does.
Yeah, it kind of implies some gnarliness, which now makes me worried for Brigitta.
Well, she wasn't born this time. She was from the horn's womb untimely ripped.
All right, what's his name?
Macduff?
Yep. Yeah, see?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not able
We're not doing good today.
Nope, we're doing real good. We're killing it. Yeah. Don't look it in the eye.
No. Don't scare it.
Yeah.
People are going to be so... let us worry about us.
Don't worry about it too much.
So, speaking of Brigitta, she's not here.
Why not?
We're Rand.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So there's some flies, and Luce Theron has a bad time, and Loghain has feelings, and Min says the words Charnel House. Always good to have the words Charnel House in a fantasy novel.
You know what we should call dead flies?
What?
Falls. Because they're not flying.
Yes, I got it. Yes.
This is so stupid.
That's pretty good. That's pretty funny.
I also thought flues.
Flues is good.
You know, because they flew.
Yeah. Fly flew.
They flews.
Fly flew. Yeah.
I don't know if these are funny or if I'm just
listen.
losing my mind.
I'm big into it. Varen left. Oh yeah, this is a chapter where
Everyone's leaving
everybody's
me.
leaving. Varen left.
My abandonment issues are so real right now.
There's 11 million flies in this barn, and Rand is like, "What the fuck is this? This is bullshit. This is weird. Why is there like 11,000 fucking flies?
There's like 11,000 dead people outside, Rand.
Well, but it's like more than usual.
Yeah, there's more than usual
No,
dead
but it's
people
like more than
outside.
usual for the disproportionate number of dead people.
I've got to be honest, I've never looked around at a bunch of dead people and counted how many flies there are usually. Have you done this? I'm not usually around a lot of dead
A
people.
pair of lanterns gave a dim light, enough to see that every single surface was thick with crawling flies.
Okay, that is kind of a lot,
Even
though.
the straw-covered dirt floor. As many
Oh,
more buzzed
all over
around
the
in the
floor?
air, it seemed. Yeah, so the
So
room
it's
is
like our house during the summer.
Yes. For some fucking reason.
We can't figure out why, but every summer our house becomes...
We're very clean people.
very clean. And every summer our house becomes infested with flies. It's gotta be like, I don't know, something getting in the bottom of the house. We'd smell that though.
Yes. I don't
Then
know.
I don't know.
And Rand is like, ugh, gross.
What's that thing under the house? What do you call that?
Crawl space?
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Olivia, Rand is like, well, I would get rid of him, but then I'd have to seize the source. And we know what happens when I seize the source.
Luz Theron tries to blow us all up.
Sprinkler puking, Luz Theron, all the fun shit. And he goes, Loghain, deal with that. And Loghain goes, now I'm a flaming fly whisk. Because how does Loghain
That's
feel?
legitimately
How does
funny.
Loghain feel about his relationship with Rand right now?
I wouldn't feel good about Rand right now.
Yeah. Well, especially the past couple of
He
chapters.
rolled up and was like, hey, massive problems happening with Mazzy Pizzazz. And Rand was like, fuck you, you're lying, even though I've hated him this whole time.
Yeah, Rand was like, maybe you're the problem.
And you know what? I want to spank Rand's behind. I want to paddle his ass.
Damn, okay, Cad Swain.
You know what? Cat Swain's right. And she has been for a while. This boy deserves a paddling.
Well, no men have been spanked yet.
And I think Rand should be the first one. I think Matt has.
Not on camera.
I thought the Aes Sedai... Oh, they were just throwing stuff at him.
They were throwing shit at him. Yeah, they were throwing horse shit at him.
That was kind of funny.
Which is worse in a lot of ways.
Which is rude
Yeah.
and not called for, but
Yeah.
also was kind of funny.
Yeah. And
It was
then
objectively funnier than the spanking has been.
Olivia goes,
But I do kind of want to paddle Rand's ass. And not in a sexual way.
let me try, my lord. And then she just blasts all the flies out. She just fucking...
Yeah, I like
Rips him
Olivia so much. I stan Olivia.
And Cad Swain goes, so you watch. And she goes, and remember what I see. I must learn
Brag.
somehow if I'm to help the Lord Dragon. I've learned more than you are aware of. And Min is like, ugh. It says Min made a sound in her throat. I'm going to assume it's, ugh,
But it definitely
but
was.
pitched up. Ugh. Yeah. You know what I was reminded of lately? The pain noises in Dark Souls 1. I'm not going to make any
Now
of them.
listen, he's played them for me. Well, because first, I just overheard them. And I thought he was watching porn? Probably porn. And I was like, what are you watching? And he was like, Dark Souls. And I went, someone approved that?
I'm going to play some.
He's just enjoying getting his throat cut a little too much.
Little too much.
It's like Min in a meeting.
I guess. That's the noise Min made in her throat, was that. I'm not going to make the noise myself. On a microphone, absolutely not. But
It's being blasted
there
out
you
to
go.
the internet
No,
that anyone can pull and
absolutely
use?
not. No. But there you go. What are we talking about?
I don't.
All right.
You think I know?
I don't know. So anyway,
I'm barely keeping it together.
Varen's leaving, and Min is stressed out because of the Olivia viewing. What was the Olivia viewing?
That she is gonna kill Rand.
No.
That she's gonna help him die.
Help him die.
Well, it's like the same shit.
It is. Perhaps. What if it's not? Well,
I mean, I guess it's not, right? Because like in countries where like, you know, assisted going off into the unknown is allowed, which is too much nuance for us to discuss on this podcast with my brain being what it is. But what was I talking about?
Euthanasia.
Why was I talking about that? Oh, you wouldn't say that person like killed them.
Right. Help him die.
Yeah, so I guess that's the equivalent.
Sure.
In my brain. Well, like when you euthanize a dog, you don't say like you murdered the dog.
You typically don't.
Yeah.
No.
Not the same.
So Varen's gone.
Varen's gone.
Where's Varen?
The ether.
Gone. As I
Do they
said,
say?
I have done what I can do
Oh
here.
yeah, she left a note.
I believe that I can fulfill my oath to you better elsewhere, so I have taken Tomas and gone to be about it. There are many ways to serve you after all, and many needs. I am convinced that you can trust Cadsuane, and you certainly should heed her advice, but be wary of other sisters, including those who have sworn fealty to you. Such an oath means nothing to a black sister, and even those who walk in the light may interpret it in ways you would disapprove of. You already know that few see that oath as invoking absolute obedience in all things. Some may find other holes, and you went,
Oh, I did, yes.
So whether or not you follow Cadsuane's advice, and I repeat that you should follow mine, be very wary. It was signed simply, Varen.
Be very wary. Signed, very.
Yeah. You had thoughts on this.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
But also...
But she wants him to Kwisatz Haderachieve his goals.
But also, thank you for leaving a note.
Yes.
A lot of people don't do that anymore.
And Rand is like, fuck. And then he shows Cadsuane the letter immediately. And Cadsuane is like, yeah, well, she's right.
I mean, she is right. And in the letter, she said to trust Cadsuane.
And then Elder Heyman busts in, and Rand is like, hey, Loyal, what's up? Let me know when your wedding is. I'm not going to be able to come. I'll send, like, a fruit stand. And Loyal is like, I'm already fucking married. That's over. We did that. You missed the chapter.
Thanks for the gift, by the way.
It was a banger chap.
It was a banger chap.
And...
Did they have... Never mind.
No, go on. What were you going to say? No. Find a way out of this. Go ahead. What were you going to say? What were you going to say, Allie?
No, because it's like talking about like...
Find a way to finish that question.
I don't want to talk about...
You can pivot as far to the left or right as you want. Find a way to finish that question.
No.
Did they have cake? Yes, they did.
No,
they had delicious cake. It was scrumptious. No. It was made of fucking bark.
No. That's not what I was gonna say.
Well, it is now. All right. So anyway.
Well, because I was going to say, did they have a banger night with the banger
There you
chat?
go. All right. That's good. That's funnier than what I was going to say. That's good.
What were you going to say? No, I just saw him edit himself.
No,
I just saw you edit
I'm
yourself.
editing myself very hard.
You have to. We'll edit it out.
I can't make dirty jokes about Loyal.
Yeah, you have to.
It's
See,
Loyal.
that's what happened to me too, but you have to do it now. You have to do it because you
Listen,
didn't
they're talking about fat sausages and distant earthquakes.
No. And what?
Distant earthquakes.
Oh, no. I hate us. We're going to have to go, like, jump into the ocean after this.
Yeah. All right. So, anyway. They talk for a minute, and Loyal's like, I have to fucking dip. And Rand is like, oh, that sucks. But Haman is
Why
like...
is everyone leaving me?
Yeah, now Loyal's leaving, and Elder Haman is like,
I will take care of the closing things.
Oh, that'd be good.
I'll close the shit out of some things.
But didn't we already do that?
we've done it to most of, not all of
Why
them.
didn't we do it to all of them?
Well, he came by to say what's up, and also get married. Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. All right,
I was
so...
for the Dark Souls.
Nope. Oh, boy. So...
Because of course Gus and I occasionally we'll jokingly Dark Souls at each other.
Oh, yeah.
It's a joke.
We're not going to make the Dark Souls noises. No.
No, we occasionally do to each other wandering around the house because it's stupid.
You stub your toe and you make a Dark Souls pain noise.
Exactly.
Just because it's weird. All right, so...
It's because it's so weird.
All right. Anyway, on that note, we're going to take an ad break. Whoever just played an advertisement, I guess, is endorsing Dark Souls pain noises for recreational pleasure. All right, so there's cables and shit. God, this is a mess. What's going on? I got cables hanging off the fucking computer. This is great. All right, so...
When is our studio going to be back up?
I don't know. We were rehearsing in there for my play, Phoenix, April 5th and 6th at the Broadwater Black Box in Los Angeles, California. And now, there's no drywall in there. So, we can't put anything in there.
Construction.
Yeah, we have to do some things.
And I just stared into the middle distance about it.
She did. I watched it happen. We're an hour in. Not really. It's probably...
And now the golden crane rises in the west.
So, well, yeah, actually, it would be the west because he's in Oregon. Look at you. You're on the fucking ball.
I know maps.
I drank a bottle of soju before we recorded this podcast.
I'm sober.
Always drink responsibly.
And
The fun thing about
this
soju
is just how my brain is right now.
is that you forget that it's wine because it looks and tastes as strong as beer, but it's not. Anyway,
This podcast is brought to you by soju.
it's not.
This has been
Definitionally,
the
it's
most
not.
chaotic episode.
Because we block all alcohol ads.
I know.
Yeah, we block a lot of ads, and then a lot of them sneak through anyway.
Who's looking at you, Chumba Casino?
Chumba Casino actually doesn't anymore.
No.
We got Chumba Casino.
How could you do this to Chumba Casino?
So anyway, my Chumba in bio.
Oh, by the way, speaking of LAN, okay, last thing.
Oh, the Grinwell Cup.
The Grinwell Cup is wrapping up today. So, well, I guess at the time of this recording.
I should be uploading this today.
And it looks like LAN
is winning.
Is slated to be the first male winner
Ever.
of the Grinwell Cup ever. Yay, LAN! The golden crane
Flies
for
dick.
No. No.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know, but it's now the golden crane flies for dick.
I'm Kwisatz Haderachieving my goals over here.
We're not going to quiz us how to achieve anything once the places of our employ find out about us.
My old boss has listened to some of this podcast.
I know it.
Yeah. Shout out to AM. He's not listening anymore. He's too busy. But there you go.
Okay.
If you are,
Go.
hi. Let's have lunch. All right. So
Golden crane.
Golden Crane is coming soon.
Oh.
Rand is like, hey, good job. You got married. This is something that I care about. I am a normal human being with normal passions and interests.
Fat sausages and all.
All right. His attempt at hardiness sounded false in his own ears, but it was the best he could manage. If you need months, then months you shall have. But I still need an ogier to find those waygates. In the morning, I'll take you all to Stedding Shanghai myself. Maybe I can convince someone there to do the job.
And Elder whatever said
Heyman.
Elder Price said he'd go.
Loyal goes, that might take time. You know we don't like to make hasty decisions. I'm not sure they will even let a human into the steading because of the stump.
Oh, we gotta talk about this.
Oh, the stump.
Okay,
The
there
great
was
stump.
there was much debate and discourse.
Because the great stump kept making me laugh.
Because people, many people said, no, it is a real stump.
It is a real stump.
They do it at a stump. It is a real stump. And I said, no, it's not. Or it could be, but that's not guaranteed.
Do we get to see the stump?
And everybody was like, no, it definitely is. Like, it definitely is. There is a great stump. And so I had to export the ebook, the total ebook into Moonreader, where I can do a full search and search for great stump. And from what I could find, the Great Stump is like saying the United Nations Security Council, which is to say that it's a meeting, it's not a location, because they say the Great Stump is meeting at Stedding Shanghai.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean that it doesn't also take place at a stump.
I like to believe that there's just a really big stump.
But it can't be one. If it is, then there's got to be a bunch of them, because the Great Stump was meeting at a place.
Then every setting has one big stump.
I'll take it.
Or maybe they bring the stump with them.
That's a lot.
Because does the stump need to be in the ground? Because it's not growing anymore.
If it's that big, hard to transport.
But the ogier are big. And the gateways exist.
Yeah, but they haven't for long. Gateways haven't existed. And waygates are pretty small.
Well, then they do it very carefully.
Maybe they do.
But it's a really big stump.
Everybody is just plus 30 secondsing trying to get to talking about Night Even Land, including Allie right now. She's poking me. She's not actually.
I keep trying to flip the pages. It's not me, it's him.
Yeah. So.
But the great stump makes me laugh.
Davram shows up.
Oh, Dav.
Elza Penfield busts in and is like, hey, it's me, Elza Penfield, #1 Rand al'Thor fan.
And he's like, I definitely can trust Rand does. And I'm like, your reads are crap. Your reads are such crap. I love you, but oh my God. It's a wonder you're alive.
And Davram is looking at the dead bodies like, well, this is fucked up.
It is fucked up. That is appropriate as a response to looking at dead bodies.
And Rand is like, what plot forwarding information do you have? And he's like, hey, the daughter of the 9 moons is down to meet with you in 3 days. He's going to make peace with the Shan-Chan.
No, he's not, because it's not her.
But he's going to meet with the daughter of the 9 moons.
No, he's not.
Allie,
it's not her.
The daughter of the 9 moons.
No, it's not her.
Famously still in Shan-Chan lands.
Not her. It's
and not with Matt.
Oh my God. It's terrible. This is what you get, Rand, for trying to make peace with Shan-Chan. You get a Forsaken right up the ass. What? No. What? Maybe.
Listen. You're going to have to read and find out.
I certainly will.
Would I write or read /fic about some of the Forsaken and Rand, the male ones? Absolutely
There
would.
is one.
I'm sure there is, and I bet it's Damon Dread.
I've already read it.
It's spoiler free?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Asmodee and Rand.
Oh, well, that
in the
makes
IO
sense.
ways.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know, man. I just think there's a certain amount of intense, passionate comparison between some of them and Rand where I'm like, you could write a lot with this. They would Kwisatz Haderachieve their goals.
Can I have just a sidebar with the fanfic writers really quickly?
Sure.
I'm going to have to insist that y'all start using words that they would actually say. Because it takes me out. It takes me out, okay? It does. When they use words that I'm like, they would never say those words. It just bothers me. And I won't tell you again. It just like
Beaker apparently agrees.
Yeah, Beaker always agrees with me. That's the only non-toxic trait he has. So you can come up here. You can come say hello to the people. You can come tell them to stop using anachronistic words in their fanfic.
Now, we're not saying things like peregrine or falcon. You're talking like dirty words.
Dirty words, dirty words they wouldn't say.
Sure.
It takes me out. I'm enjoying the fic.
This is a personal preference.
It is a personal ick of mine.
All right.
It's a personal ick. I'm like, you gotta get the words they'd say. Okay? It takes me out.
Is it the words they'd say or the words Robert Jordan would say?
I don't want to think about what Robert Jordan
Yeah. Oh, Beaker, hello.
It's the words they'd say.
Because I just read Shogun, which is set in 1600 in Japan, and let me tell you, The man pivots back and forth between very vague euphemisms and then just fully talking about cock rings.
Huh.
And dildos and stuff.
Does he say dildo?
I'm trying to
Because that would take me out.
He gets, at one point, and this is not a joke, I sent a screenshot of this to Bree. At one point, a character's twitches because she's so excited about getting money.
What?
Let me see if I can find the
I feel
exact.
like we need to censor that. I'm just like, what?
Let me find the exact.
No. These men, they need to be arrested.
Now, here's the thing. This one was 1975. And I loved this book. This was a really
the
good
70s
book.
have to go to jail.
This was a really, really good book. I really enjoyed this book.
I know, but just sometimes you read scenes and you're just like, what?
My only concern is for Lord Toranaga, Gyoko answered with practiced gravity, her ass twitching at the thought of 2,500 koku so nearly in her strong room.
No.
But then he also calls an orgasm the clouds and the rain. What did he once, hold on. I'm trying to remember. Vermilion Palace. I'm done. Anyway, good book.
What color is vermilion? Green?
Pinkish red.
Oh, is that like, oh.
Yes. Vermilion Room. Sorry. It's a good book. I promise it's a really good book. I really liked the book. There were parts of it where I went, all right.
There were just moments where I'm just like, I need to put this away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need to put it away for a minute and just sit with what I've just read.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway. That was my side
yeah.
with the fanfic writers. I just needed to have a moment. Because, I just need us all to be on the same page about that.
Well, and this is again, your personal preference.
No, it's what's right. Because art is subjective.
Yeah,
Gus, I've always said that.
Allie's trying to start Twitter fights today, apparently.
Oh, yeah. I always want to be the subject of a Twitter controversy. That's what I live and
All
breathe
of this is
for.
definitely earnest. The cat is
Please.
once again just scratching the table. They're unsure whether it might be a trap or not, going to talk to the daughter of the Nine Moons, but like it very well could be. And then we're gonna switch to Nynaeve, and Nynaeve is hanging out with Lan, and they're all having a great time, and they're chilling, they're having a good fucking time, and they're looking at all the dead bodies, so maybe not having such a good fucking time.
Yeah, what?
And she's like, I should probably go help with all the bodies, and he was like, well, no, you got a headache, and that means you're channeling too much, because I know that
maybe
from
that's
Nynaeve.
the problem. I'm channeling too much.
Could be, yeah. And dudes are burning up the corpses, and Lan is just kind of watching, and she's like, all right, what the fuck are you thinking about? Because I know you pretty well. You're not just like thinking about, oh, damn, they sure burned those corpses. What are you thinking about? What's going on? What's happening in that brain of yours? And he goes, idle thoughts. Share them with me. Unpleasant thoughts, but if you wish. The Myrddraal and Trollocs make me think of TARMON GAI'DON. Unpleasant thoughts indeed. It's coming soon, Nynaeve. Yet Althor seems to think he has forever to dance with the Seanchan. Shadowspawn could be moving down through the Blight while we stand here, down through... His mouth snapped shut. Down through Melkir, he had almost said. Dead Melkir. She was sure of it. They could strike at Shinar, at the whole Borderlands, next week or tomorrow.
And I, as one man, will make a difference in that.
And Althor sits weaving his Seanchan schemes. So Lan is like, this Seanchan thing is bullshit. This is fucking stupid.
Agreed. But so is your mission.
He should send someone to convince King Aesar and the others to return to their duty along the Blight. He should be marshalling all the force he can gather and taking it to the Blight. The last battle will be there. And at Child Ghoul, the war is there. And she's like, oh, it's happening again, isn't it? You're fucking leaning back into this. You're doing the thing.
Exhausting.
It's the thing that you warned me about. The thing where you're gonna go and like one-man charge into the Blight by
Widow's
yourself.
clothes.
Because you watched a battle happen, and now you got the traumas, and you're sad because of Bukama and all this other shit, and you got to deal with it, and you don't know how to deal with it, so you got to go and charge into it, like we agreed, and you say you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Pretty much. And it's bullshit. Stupid bullshit.
And he says, "My place is with you, heart of my heart,
Aw.
ever and always." And she's like, okay, but you really want to go and charge headlong into the Blight and die. And so, being a good spouse, I guess, apparently, I'm going to help you accomplish this, but in a way that's not self-destructive.
I would not help you accomplish this.
I'm going to help you Kwisatz Haderachieve your goals. But, actually, and, not...
I'm really appreciative that you took my bad butt and you're like, I'm just going to keep it going.
And not in a way where you're just going to, 1v 500,000 a bunch of Trollocs in dodgeball. We're gonna try to give you a fighting chance, but she doesn't say this. She's like, okay, listen, you're being nice, but I know that you're gonna be thinking about this constantly. The sex isn't gonna be the same, which is okay, but mostly because you're not gonna have your mind on anything that you actually want to have your mind on. So in the interest of actually helping you have a clear mind, I'm gonna help you out, and I'll take you to the Borderlands. And he's like, For what?
Like in a kinky way?
He's like, you sure? And she's like, yeah, I got you. Yeah, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Would I make the offer if I wasn't sure? I won't sending you away, but you have your duty, which her duty, according to her, is keep Olivia from killing Rand. And I have mine. And then they hug.
But see, Olivia's not going to kill Rand.
Wrapping his arms around her, he hugged her to his chest, gently at first, then harder, until she thought he might squeeze all the air from her lungs. She did not care. She hugged him just as fiercely, and had to pry her hands from his broad back when she was done at last. Light she wanted to weep, and knew she must not. And they pack up some stuff.
But see, she's got plans. She's a woman with plans.
And she goes, I want a promise from you. An oath, I mean it, Landman Dragarin. We aren't alone any longer because of the whole sea folk wedding thing.
Landman Dragon.
What do you want my oath on? That you'll ride to Fel Morin before you enter the Blight, and that if anyone wants to ride with you, you'll let him. I've always refused to lead men into the Blight, Nynaeve. There were times men rode with me, but I would not. If men have ridden with you before, men can ride with you again. Your oath on it, or I vow I'll let you ride the whole long way to Shinar. How far south in Shinar do you mean to leave me? Very well, Nynaeve, if that's what you want. I swear it under the light and by my hope of rebirth and salvation. She's like, fuck yes, tricking men. Got him.
I love tricking men.
She goes, kiss me. That wasn't an order. I just want to kiss my husband.
For their own good. Not tricking men in a mean way.
No, of course. In front of anyone? Everyone? He said, laughing.
Anyone?
You've always been so shy about that. They're too busy to see anything. Kiss me, or I'll think you're the one who's... His lips on hers shut off words. Her toes curled. Sometime later, she was leaning on his broad chest.
Sometime later.
to catch her breath while he stroked her hair.
Oh, so they full on made out.
Yes. Perhaps we can have one last night together in Shinar, and maybe some time before we're together again. And I'm going to skip the end of that sentence.
Oh, no, you have to read it so that I can
Okay.
read. This is anus twitch bad.
It may be some time before we're together again, and I'll miss having my back clawed.
No! James! No, please. God, no. God, please. No.
And she's like, "No, that's okay. I just got a manicure.
Oh, God.
I don't want to leave Rand alone with Olivia that long." And so
This would have made me suspicious. Why wouldn't you want, one last night with your spouse?
they pop through a gateway.
But Lan is less suspicious than me.
The sun was a golden ball only a little down from its peak, yet the air was decidedly cooler than in Tyr. Cold enough to make her gather her cloak, in fact. Mountains topped with snow and clouds rose to the east and north and south. As soon as Lan was through, she let the weave dissipate and immediately wove another gateway, larger, while she climbed into her saddle and settled the cloak around her again. Lan led Mandar a few steps westward, staring. What is the meaning of this? He demanded, turning back.
Bye.
This isn't Shinar, it's World's End in Saldea. As far from Shinar as you can get and still be in the Borderlands.
Bye.
I told you I would take you to the Borderlands, Lan. And I have. Remember your oath, my heart. Because I surely will.
Bye.
And with that, she dug her heels in the mare's flanks and let the animal bolt through the open gateway. She heard him call her name, but she let the gateway close behind her. She would give him a chance to survive. And on that note, we're going to take a real quick ad break. Welcome back. Allie,
This is the best.
thoughts?
Yes. Love it. Women saving men from their own stupidity.
We switch to, what's this guy's name?
Listen, Lan's a smart guy, but this is objectively dumb.
Well, listen. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go and solo the Blight. Terrible plan.
Stupid.
Too dumb. Fucking dumb. That's
One of
actually...
the dumbest plans.
That's the main reason I didn't like this chapter the first time I read it, was because I was like, this is stupid. Lan,
is.
this is fucking stupid.
It is.
And then Nynaeve usurped it, and I was like,
is
that's
just
good. That's better.
Niney fixed it.
It's still a stupid idea. I understand that you have trauma, but it's a stupid idea. So...
but also especially because there's so many people willing to fight with him.
yes, like armies worth.
Like their whole thing is that they like do a pledge
the
about
fucking
it.
Aiel have a special name for him.
Yeah, like people want to fight with him. And also probably be good to regain that ground.
Yeah. So we switch perspective to Wylan Aldragoran. He's haggling with some dudes at a table. Do you want me to read the haggling? It's haggling.
Nah.
Okay, there's haggling.
It's
and
interesting, but you don't
it's
need
good
to.
haggling. And it's like 2 pages of haggling, and then Master Aldragoran, a woman said, leaning on the table.
My
"You were
woman said.
pointed out to me as a merchant with a wide correspondence by pigeon." He noticed her jewelry first, of course, a matter of habit. The slim golden belt and long necklace were set with very good rubies, as was one of her necklaces,
She's like,
Bracelets.
thank you, my husband's a prince.
along with some pale green and blue stones he
suppose
did
he's a
not
king,
recognize,
actually.
and so dismissed as worthless. The golden bracelet on her left wrist, an odd affair linked to 4 finger rings by flat chains, and the whole intricately
4 what?
engraved finger rings.
Okay, I'm just
2 words.
I was just checking.
But her remaining 2 bracelets were set with fine sapphires and more of the green stones. And he's like, what the fuck is going on? His eyes jerked to her face, and he suffered his second shock. Her face, framed by the hood of her cloak, was very young, but she wore the ring, and few were foolish enough to do that without the right. Now, her age did not shock him, but on her forehead she wore the Kisain, the red dot of a married woman. She did not look Malkiri, she did not sound Malkiri. Many younger folk had the accents of Saldea or Kandorn, Arafel or Shinar. He himself sounded of Saldea, but she did not sound a Borderlander at all. "How may I help you, Aes Sedai? You wish me to... Oh, wait, Saldea, fuck. How may I help you, Aes Sedai? You wish me to send a message for you via my pigeons? It will be my pleasure. A message to each merchant you correspond with. TARMON GAI'DON is coming soon." He shrugged uneasily. "That is nothing to do with me, Aes Sedai. I'm a merchant, but I will send your message." "Do you recognize this?" she said, fishing a leather cord from the neck of her dress.
The ring.
His breath caught, and he stretched out a hand, brushed a finger across the heavy gold signet ring on the cord, across the crane in flight. How had she come by this? "I
My husband.
recognize it," he told her, his voice suddenly hoarse. "My name is Nynaeve Tialmira Mandragoran. The message I want sent is this. My husband rides from World's End towards Tarwin's Gap, towards TARMON GAI'DON. Will he ride alone?"
It's so badass.
He trembled. He did not know whether he was laughing or crying, perhaps both.
Nynaeve's awesome.
She was his wife? "I will send your message, my lady, but it has nothing to do with me. I'm a merchant. Malkir is dead. Dead, I tell you."
False.
The heat in her eyes seemed to intensify, and she gripped her long, thick braid with one hand. Lan told me once that Malkir lives so long as one man wears the Hadori in pledge that he will fight the shadow, so long as one woman wears the Kisane in pledge that she will send her sons to fight the shadow.
Okay, I don't love that part.
I wear the Kisane, Master Aldragoran. My husband wears the Hadori, and so do you. Will Lan Mandragoran ride to the last battle alone? He was laughing, shaking with it, and yet he could feel tears rolling down his cheeks. It was madness. He will not, my lady. I cannot stand surety for anyone else, but I swear to you under the light and by my hope of rebirth and salvation, he will not ride alone.
Woo!
For a moment she studied his face, then nodded once firmly and turned away. May I offer you wine, my lady? My wife will want to meet you. Thank you, Master Aldragoran, but I have several more towns to visit today, and I must be back in Tyr tonight. She had several more towns to visit today, and she had to be back in Tyr tonight? Silence hung in the common room. They had not been keeping their voices low, and even the girl with the dulcimer had ceased plying her hammers. Everyone was staring at him. Most of the Outlanders had their mouths hanging open. Well, Mannequin? Gorinellen? He demanded. Do you still remember who you are? Do you remember your blood? Who rides with me for Tarwin's Gap? For a moment he thought neither man would speak. But then Gorinellen was on his feet, tears glistening in his eyes. The golden crane flies for TARMON GAI'DON, he said softly. The golden crane flies for TARMON GAI'DON, Mannequin shouted, leaping up so fast he overturned his chair. Laughing, Aldragoran joined them, all three shouting at the top of their lungs. The golden crane flies for TARMON GAI'DON. I had to read all that, you understand.
Obviously, I was grinning like a fool the entire time and doing a little dance.
Thoughts?
Vibes, really. Just, honestly, now is the time for some Dark Souls noises.
Sure. You want me to play them? Oh, okay, hold on. Sorry, I thought you were kidding.
How do we feel about this scene?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how everyone feels about it, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean...
No, you're correct.
No, this is the greatest chapter ever. It's up there for me with Battle of Two Rivs.
It's a banger. Now, approximately 2 years ago, it was requested that when we get here...
Oh, gosh.
I verbatim read this tweet from Uno's eye patch. I'm going to censor 2 words of this tweet, but apart from that, this is a verbatim tweet.
Will I know which words they are?
You will absolutely know which words they are. It's the same word twice. Listen, you.
Oh, it's that.
My name is Nynaeve TL fucking Mira Mandragoran. The fucking message I once sent is this. My dumbwit fuck ass of a husband rides from world's fucking end towards Tarwin's gap.
Oh.
Toward TARMON fucking GAI'DON. Will he, that fuckwit, ride alone?
I love it.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
You understand why I censored that word.
Of course.
Yes.
We never say that word.
No.
No judgment. We just don't use it.
Yeah, not for me.
Just like we don't like the B word.
Yeah, B's, C's, not great.
B's, C's, not our faves.
Yeah. So, go ahead. Thoughts?
What a banger chat.
Yes.
This is what I've been missing. This is what I've been waiting for from him. This is the energy. The past few chapters have been absolutely goddamn incredible. What,
Yeah.
Did he have shoulder surgery before and was just on a bunch of Quaaludes for a minute? Now all of a sudden he's back in the game.
Well, do you know what the last book he published before this was?
No.
New Spring.
That was a great book.
Great book.
For the most part.
I loved it. But he wrote...
It was so sapphic.
He wrote Lord of Chaos, lots happens. Crown of Swords, okay. Path of Daggers, one of my favorites, but that's a hot take. Winter's Heart, good ending. Very good ending. Crossroads, And then he went, I'm going to write 3 prequel books now. And
3.
he was going to write 3.
Everyone is going to murder him.
And everybody went, Robert, what are you doing? And he went, fine. So he wrote this.
Well, this was very good.
Yeah. I also
I
really
needed this energy.
think, like, Knife of Dreams starts out with a bang. There's a couple bangs in the beginning half, but now we're at the midpoint. And it's gonna stay pretty exciting from here on
I'm
out.
going to think about this like once a day for
I
the rest
would.
of my life.
I do.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yes. Do we get to see that battle, please?
What battle?
The Malkir battle?
We never see Lan again. I'm kidding, of course. Maybe we do. Or we might not.
Not funny.
We might never see Avienda, Varen. Who else left this chapter?
Stop talking.
Loyal.
No.
Lan. Davram Bashir. We never see anybody again.
This is not funny.
Yeah, just kidding. All right.
Did Davram leave? No.
No, he didn't. He came back and was like, you want to make peace with the Shanshan?
Davram, enough. Now you can leave.
Now, I feel like you're quite eager to read on.
I am.
So we're going to let you do that.
Yay.
So thanks for listening, everyone. We have social media. If you want to know what we've got going on, it's linked down below. Or if you want to vote in the Grinwell Cup, if
There's
you listen
still
to
time.
this the day it's uploaded, you can vote for Lan or Liana. They are the finals.
Right now, Lan's in the lead.
Lan is in the lead. Beaker's here. Beaker, what do you think? Yeah. We also have a Patreon if you want to support us that way, or if you want to see the Allie live reaction to this chapter in real time. It's patreon.com/wheeltakes. And of course, you can always leave us a rating and or a review, which helps a lot.
Who do you think Beaker's rooting for in the Grinwell Cup?
Seben Balwer.
That seems right.
Yeah. Allie, anything else?
Thank you for Kwisatz Haderachieve reaching the end of this episode.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye. Beaker, do you want to say anything? Beaker? Are you just going to sit there silently?
He'll do it in a second.
You going to say something? No?
Wait, hold on. We'll get one.
He's purring. Beaker? Beaker? Beaker, this is why we troll you online.
Maybe they can hear the
You
purring.
meow 24 hours a day. You never stop making cat noises, and now you stop?
Yes. You like to troll daddy. You like to troll dad.
The microphone is pointed directly at your head, and you have nothing to say.
Well, they might be able to hear us purring.
They might. No meows, nothing. Food? Dinner? The sound of a can opening?
Cheese?
Beans?
Oh, yeah. Beaker loves beans. That's a weird
Not a
thing about
word.
beans.
Seriously? This is the longest he's ever been silent in his life.
That's because he knows you want him to say something.
Oh my god, you troll. Don't just throw your ass at the microphone.
All the
All right,
animals.
he's left now.
All the animals are very supportive of the podcast, except
Except
Beaker.
Beaker. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.
Bye.